another one.
So this one says, transitioning to QA engineer this 2024. Hi. Currently working as a PM. That would either be a project manager or a product manager. But let's take it as project manager, right? So currently working as a PM in a startup software development team. I have a computer science degree, but I don't have much background in programming. That's interesting. I can code a little bit, but just basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I'm currently learning Python and doing UI automation tests on our app. I really want to be more technical as I find solving problems in applications fun. I will do my best to learn so much this year about the necessary skills to be a QA engineer. I hope I will make it. I'll update you again before the end of the year. Let's go get it. So let's start our clock. I'm going to say this, right? I love the sentiment of this question. And uh, like, I always wonder why people want to go into QA, right? Because I enjoy QA, but it is a lot of hard work. It is a lot of it is a lot of following up after developers, trying to make sure that you have enough time to test, trying to, like, for me at least, I like to work closely with the scrum masters, with the product with the product owner slash product managers and stuff like that, to make sure that we are in line to meet our goals, or that we are our commitments are on track and stuff like that, and to make sure that the process is moving along smoothly. And to make sure, like, if there are any risks, like, let's say we're not getting let's say the the development story that we're supposed to be testing is not becoming ready on time, so we have to raise a red flag, notify, like, if we need more time and stuff like that, right? So, I always wonder, like, do people know what they're getting into when they want to go into QA? With that being said, if you are looking to go into QA, right, I would say that my number one recommendation for anyone who is looking to go into QA or software development, software engineering, cyber, like anything that you want to go into, right? If you are by any chance already working at a company, especially in the IT industry, do not quit your job, right? And this is what I told to this person, right? Do not quit your job, because when you try to go outside of your current company to try to find, like, let's say you're working as a PM, right? And now they either quit or they try to look for another position at another company for QA when they don't have any QA experience. It is so hard, right? So what I normally recommend is that try to transition within your own company. Volunteer within your own company to work with the QA team while you're still doing an amazing job at your current position, right? Because one thing that's going to annoy people at your company is if you show a lack of interest in your current position because you want to be in another position, so you do a crappy job, right? You need to do an amazing job. So that means you're going to have to put in some more hours so you can ramp up your skills, so that you can hopefully transition within your own company, right? Because they'll be more gracious with you, they'll be more flexible. They can give you things to work on while you're still doing an amazing job in your current role as a PM or whatever it might be, right? Like at the company that I work for, there's been people who've been in support and they've been able to transition over to QA or to Scrum Masters and stuff like that. But you want to, number one, do an amazing job because all eyes will be on you, and you want to be able to put in extra time so you can learn what you need to learn, right? For this person in particular, I think it's amazing that they are already doing some automation, and that they're doing some UI automated tests. They have the basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I would recommend, right, especially going into QA automation, where you're testing, like, because most people when they go into QA and automation, they're going to be like using either Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, and they're going to be testing on sites using selectors. I would recommend that you take a web development course, right? You can get it for cheap on Udemy, right? Take a like a full stack course, learn about databases, right? Learn about HTML, learn about CSS, JavaScript, Node, all that stuff, right? Why do I recommend that? So the reason that I recommend that is because it will make your testing knowledge better, so you know what you're looking at a lot better. Can you do without it? Of course, yes, you can. However, it helped like if you can troubleshoot effectively and you can give insight into developers, they will appreciate you, right? Because you're not just throwing like you're not just finding a bug and just throwing it over the wall. You're saying, okay, let me investigate. Let me use the developer tools to see like why is this issue happening? What is the console telling me? Is it a React error? Is it a JavaScript error? Is it the CSS that's off, right? And you can investigate and everything like that. Not to mention, learning a skill like web development, full stack development, stuff like that. Not only does it make your QA better, right? Then you also pick up on another skill that you can always like, build your own projects. Because maybe one day you might want to transition into doing like web development or something, or you might want to freelance or something like that, right? I think that those are you definitely want to focus on enhancing your technical skills if you want to be going to QA. I think a lot of people go into QA thinking that, oh, I don't have to be super technical and stuff like that. But when you hold yourself back by not picking up on these technical skills, and I think that it would be imperative for you to pick up on these skills, learn how to code, right? So that it can, not only does it make your automation skills better, it makes your critical thinking skills better as well, and you have a different perspective as a developer, so you know what to look for, how to test effectively, but you also know the things that they're doing as well. So is it easy to get into? No, it's a lot of work, but it is very well worth it. And those skills can be very, very portable and stuff like that, right? So that is what I would highly recommend if you are finding yourself wanting to get into becoming a QA engineer and you find yourself in the same situation as this person. Number one, don't quit your job. Try to get close with the QA team so that you can work with them and then that they can help you grow and they can, you're going to have to put in some extra hours so that you can learn and continue to get better and, level up your, I don't want you to just have basic skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I want you to become not necessarily an expert, but close to it, maybe intermediate level. I just wanted you to be more dangerous than just having the basic skills. All right. So that is my suggestion for you. All right. So let's wrap that one up.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.